Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Proof of Concept. This is going to be a tutorial series mainly focused on gloving and digits, and today we're going to talk about Prospin and Antispin, and what are they. This is going into what's called concentric circle theory. This is used a lot in poi, clubs, staff, all that kind of stuff. And now we're bringing it into gloving. And we're going to start with explaining first and second order patterns. And to start with that, we're going to have to start with the base of all those, which is zero order, which is your fixed point. This is going to be the very center of your pattern. And first order would be this first point that is away from the very center. And first order is just a circle. And what second order is, where you get into prospin and antispin, is you can imagine your wrist is at this point. It's moving in a circle while you're still flailing. So it's the end of your fingers 2 degrees of separation away from the center. And first, we're going to talk about prospin. And there's also extension, which is that. Just your hand is rotating once for every rotation that your whole hand is making, or your wrist. And that's technically in prospin. And we're going to do a 2-petal prospin flower. Prospin flowers are going to be pointing kind of more towards the center and meet in the middle. And what prospin is that second order circle is spinning the same direction as the first order. So my hand is going to be rotating clockwise, and my wrist is also going to be rotating clockwise. And we're going to do 2-petal. You can do 4-petal, 3-petal if you want, however many petals you want. You could have the 2 petals pointing, up and down, to the sides, extension. And now we're going to move on to antispin, explaining what that is. Now you can imagine that my wrist is still going to be rotating clockwise, but my hand is going to be rotating counterclockwise. So you get this triquetra is about the most basic antispin there is. It's generally the first thing people learn. It's a triangle. You take all the points, and you can make the triangle point to the right, to the left, down, and up. Good. Alright. I usually use 4-petal antispins because it makes it easier to get into 3D things. And for this pattern, which is one of my favorites, you get the 2 petals meeting at the sides. It's just kind of more symmetric. To count your number of petals with antispin, there's a little bit of a trick at first. With antispin, I'm going to start with this triquetra. You get 3 petals, but if you count the downbeats, how many times your hand is rotating, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, but it's making 3 petals. You can do 1 rotation in antispin versus like the 1 rotation for the circle. And what you end up getting is what's called a cat eye. So that's, you could think of that as kind of like that anti-spin version of the extension, or you get like a linear isolation. But we'll cover that kind of stuff in later episodes. Now I'm just going to give you a few different patterns you can take away and play with that use both your hands. The first one is going to be prospin. This one should be pretty easy. It's a 1-petal prospin with each hand. the pedal is going to be on your hand's native side. So my right hand's going to do it on the right side, my left is going to do it on the left side. So one hand, it's going to look like this. The other hand, same direction, like that. And string them together, and you get this cool little thing. And another cool Prospin pattern, this is going to be in what's called quarter time. If you're curious about that, just ask, post a comment, do something. Don't just sit there and wonder. It's going to be a 2-pedal Prospin, except one hand, the pedals are pointing up and down, the other ones, they're pointing left and right. Good? Alright. And the other one that I like to do a lot with Antispin, that one that I did earlier, is this 4-pedal Antispin. Your hands are in split time, opposite direction. You have those pedals meeting at the sides, and they come apart to make the pedals at the top. So one hand looks like that. Alright, cool. I think that's enough. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to get into third order patterns, I could do a short little video on that. That's pretty advanced, but if you get this stuff good, with a little work, you could get those. So, yeah, that'll conclude this first episode of Proof of Concept. Enjoy.